That laugh was not rehearsed.
No. Um, I think I got a winner here. Do you want to do the intro while I giggle?
Well, this is accidentally made content, where it's a podcast that we apparently stumbled on a very funny story format, um, where either of us gives ChatGPT a prompt, as spicy of a concept that is, uh, and we read back the story. The other person has not heard the story. Most of the time, the person telling the story hasn't read the whole story.
Yes.
So it's just fun. We react to it. We have a rating system. Uh, five
Completely
potatoes.
scientific.
Completely scientific, rigorously tested
Peer
among our
reviewed.
target audience of what is it? One user in Israel and another in Russia. So
The intelligence community. That's our
that's what we're
that's our
thinking is
target
who's
demographic.
involved, aren't
Yes.
we?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So they say that that 5 out of 5 potatoes means that we'll
Yes.
survive the story famine. Um, and our star rating system is out of 10 stars. Um, Classic, good old IMDb could not tell you what really makes a star rating, but
Nope.
the
Nope.
vibes. It really is the vibes. Honestly, the potato rating is much more real than the star rating. We
Yes.
have been blessed by the OpenAI gods. So far, almost every story has just tickled our funny bones.
We've
So
never had a one of
we've
either.
never had we I had to do a mulligan one time because the story it spat out literally didn't make sense. Like it was some weird glitch. I couldn't even read it. So yeah, we have not had a one. Not even one. I don't think we even had a sub 5 yet.
Mm,
I think we did it for drama to have a sub 5. We were just like, well, we haven't done it yet, so this one disappoints.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Was it that
I
Peter
do you think
Rabbit
we had a
one?
one
No,
potato?
Cottontail. We did have a one potato.
I can't remember which one.
It
Maybe
was
we
so
should
bad.
include the ratings in the episode title or something. I don't know.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, at least on our back end, I could.
Yeah,
Very, very true, true. So, Jeff, you got a winner today?
I think so. Now, I trigger warning. Um,
Oh boy.
I'm listening to a fantastic podcast who I hope one day we get interviewed by the reporter that's on it. The Witch Trials of J.K. Rowling. And I'm a Harry Potter kid, and amazingly, I was raised Christian at the same time, and my family didn't have an issue with reading Harry Potter in the 90s and 2000s. Shocker. Um,
Amazing.
there's much fewer of us than
Glory to
I thought,
Cthulhu.
I guess, because I didn't realize how rare a millennial child. Uh,
You're a Pokemon. You're a Pokemon, Jeff. Oh,
um,
oh,
yep.
oh no. I
That might.
lost you for a while there.
Nope, nope. I was just ADHDing. Um, so this.
Millennial having bombs going off in front of his face, shell shocked from growing up as a conservative Christian.
Yeah. Yep. 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 Um.
Ugh.
So here we go. Uh. Oh, sorry. The if no one has read or listened to the H.P. Moore Harry Potter and the Methods of Rationality, which is a fan fiction that is very good. I am
Oh
not
yes.
a fan fiction person. I do not read fan fiction very often,
Jeff is
if at
also
all.
not in fan fiction yet.
There might be. There might be there might be people from my past who shall remain nameless that I was completely ignorant as to their infatuation with me until many years later. I might be in
In a
someone's
cold
fan
sweat,
fiction.
waking up in the middle of the night.
um. Anyway, it's really good. It's Eliezer Yudkowsky's awesome, although he has some issues with humanism that I think revolve around him being uh I don't know, traumatized by Greek philosophers in his nightmares. I don't know.
Yeah, he really does not like philosophy. It's
No.
it's
No.
actually at this point it's endearing, really.
Yes.
Doesn't
Um
even disappoint me anymore.
it makes me want to say like who hurt you? Like, oh my God.
Who did that to
Who
you?
hurt you? Um but the whole point is that Harry gets raised by a university professor and he becomes a total nerd instead of being a very traumatized and abused child who you know. Anyway, so the prompt is, because I do feel like I need to read it after that lead up. Write uh, write me
No.
to oh my gosh. Write me a prompt a story
Yes.
that about
You're
Harry
just
Potter.
struggle bus today, aren't you?
I am write me a story about Harry Potter from J.K. Rowling's universe meets the fan fiction Harry Potter from Harry Potter and the Methods of Rationality by Eliezer Yudkowsky. So that's my prompt. So and I haven't read it. I just kind of skimmed it to see if it was cogent, and uh, it originally gave me a breakdown of what would happen in bullet form. So I had to correct it and tell it, please write a story.
I love it.
Okay, so here we go. I do have a title this time, which is sometimes remarkable when that happens. The Mirror of Two Minds. Uh, Here we go. Harry Potter stumbled backward, wand gripped tight. As the world twisted around him, one moment he had been in the Department of Mysteries, dodging a Death Eater's curse. The next, he was in a dimly lit library, the scent of old parchment thick in the air. The bookshelves were arranged with mathematical precision, the blackboard covered in strange symbols. Floating candles illuminated a large wooden table stacked with notes. Then he saw himself. The other boy had the same black hair, the same green eyes, but his gaze was sharper, more calculating. He wasn't holding a wand. Instead, he studied Harry with an expression of curiosity and wariness. Interesting, the other Harry said.
Hmm.
Possible explanations: illusion, time travel anomaly, interdimensional displacement? The third seems the most likely. Harry blinked. What? The other Harry sighed. Oh, wonderful. You're not very bright, are you? You're me, but from another reality. And from your reaction, I'd wager you're the canon version of Dumbledore's tragic little pawn. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Okay. Okay. So, okay.
Did you not tell it funny? Did you did you tell
I
it
did not.
you
I did not.
oh boy. Now it's just gonna tell you a story, Jeff. Oh boy.
Oh no.
Maybe we have found a one.
uh, uh, Apologies, the other Harry said, not sounding sorry. Uh, let's start again. My name is Harry Potter Evans Varys. And you? Just Harry. Evans Varys raised an eyebrow. Fascinating. And do you typically teleport into libraries uninvited? I didn't teleport here. I was fighting Death Eaters. And then he hesitated. Wait, where is this place? My study, in the Ravenclaw dormitories. I take it that you're not Gryffindor. Of course you are. Before Harry could ask what that meant, Evans Varys continued, let's establish some common ground. What do you know about the laws of magic? Harry frowned. Uh, spells and wands and not breaking them. Evans Varys looked pained. That's not a rigorous understanding. Have you studied magic? Experimented with it? I use magic, Harry said defensively. I don't need to study it like some kind of... Like a Ravenclaw? Harry scowled. Evans Varys smirked. And I take it you don't know Bayesian reasoning? The what? Never mind. Evans Varys folded his arms. Let me guess. You rely on instinct and courage. You trust Dumbledore implicitly. You win because you have to, and not because you optimize your approach. Am I close?
What?
Harry clenched his jaw. And you sound like a stuck-up know-it-all. That's because I do know quite a lot. Evans Vera said simply, I see magic as a system, something to be understood, manipulated, and improved. I don't just fight enemies, I outthink them. Harry crossed his arms. And how's that working out for you? For the first time, Evans Varys hesitated, and in that moment Harry saw something underneath the cold logic, something familiar. You've lost people, haven't you? Harry asked. Evans Varys' expression tightened. I assume you have as well. Yeah.
Oof.
A long silence stretched between them. Evans Varys exhaled. I don't believe in destiny. I don't believe in love conquering all. I believe in understanding the world, but that doesn't always mean I save everyone. Harry
Oh,
swallowed.
jeez.
Yeah, I get that. Another
It's a
pause.
significant digits. It's significant digits, Harry.
Then Evans Varys straightened. Let's be practical. If we assume we need to send you back, we should first determine the mechanism that brought you here. Were you interacting with any unusual magical objects? Harry thought for a moment. I was near the Veil in the Department of Mysteries. Varys's eyes opened wide. The Veil? The theoretical boundary between life and death? That's significant information. In italics, by the way.
Mm.
Harry! He spun and grabbed the parchment, scribbling rapidly. I don't suppose you experimented with the veil before falling through. I wasn't
I
trying to
am the
fall through
veil.
anything. Or, sorry, I wasn't trying to fall through anything. Well, that's unfortunate. Evans Varys tapped his chin. If the veil operates as a portal between realities, then it likely functions based on a stable quantum entanglement. Harry growled, English, please.
What is this? Is this Ron Weasley wearing a Harry Potter mask? What?
Uh, Evans Varys
They
rolled
have
his
become one.
Evans Varys rolled his eyes. We're going to use magic to send you home. That I can work with. As they gathered supplies, Harry wondered what kind of person he might be if in this world, or sorry, what kind of person he might have been. Thank you, gee whiz, in this world. More calculating, more controlled. Would he be stronger or weaker? He glanced at Evans Varys, already lost in equations, and shook his head. The end.
What? That was it? Oh no!
This, I mean, it's already fan fiction. Maybe this might have to be a repeat prompt. I mean, good gravy, Bill. Wow.
That was interesting. I love that it just died at the end. It's just like, "Dad."
I have incredibly mixed feelings about this. Um,
Mixed is right. I was there for a half second, and I never get bored with these. It was weird. We finally had a weird one, Jeff. It happened.
I'm gonna send you the text right now before I forget because I don't know if it would be useful to look at it without like
Yeah,
this is this is different. Like obviously, okay, so I I have recently
acquired a
listened
pigeon.
listened to up to I think Order of the Phoenix. Um
Mm. Oh, yes.
so this act depending on the year that Harry's in, like I well okay, no he was fighting Death Eaters in the Mystery of Magic. So this is Order of the Phoenix Harry. Um in theory. At least that's the
What? I'm
that's
sorry.
the earliest. That's the earliest Harry could be. Um,
Yes.
and I mean, getting confronted with intelligent Harry, I could see this. This is like maybe third year Harry talking, but if he just got out of a fight, like I could see him being a little inarticulate in that space. Um, but I do see what you mean. It's like, hey, is this Ron? Like, who's this chucklehead that
Yeah.
we're
It,
getting?
it, who are
Yeah.
you calling a pod? It's like, that's kind of weird.
Uh, although I mean, was it Order of the Phoenix or was it the Half-Blood Prince that he started to figure out that it's like, hey, Dumbledore, what the heck is going on here? I don't appreciate this. Um, like,
I thought that was more. Oh, now I'm forgetting, actually.
which one was
I
the
thought,
one where he was like getting ignored by Dumbledore?
wasn't that the third one?
Ah,
I
it's
think it was the third one, wasn't it?
it's the one where Weasley's dad gets bitten by the snake because Harry's having visions. Dang it.
Yeah, I think that's the third one because the third one he gets tricked by Voldemort. They're they're teaching him how to protect his mind from being read. I think that's the third one. Because then isn't it the Goblet of Fire is next?
I
Is book
think
four?
so.
Yeah, I think it's the third book. Because yeah, I mean, that book he was very dumb. Come to think of it, 'cause he kept doing weird. He kept just doing exactly what
No,
Voldemort
no,
wanted
no,
him
it
to do.
is Order of the Phoenix because Prisoner of Azkaban is the whole Sirius Black thing. And
Prisoner of Azkaban is book five, though, isn't it?
no, it's three. It's three.
Oh, I
It,
thought it was after Goblet of Fire.
no, no, no. It goes Sorcerer's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban. I only know because Prisoner of Azkaban is one of the most requested and the hardest to get a hold of from the library.
Because
Um,
it's possible. I think it might be the best one.
it is. I think so. But no, Prisoner of Azkaban was the time travel one. Uh,
Yeah.
and the it was he was a bit of adult in Order of the Phoenix. Yeah, because Dumbledore would show up and wouldn't talk to Harry even though he was in the compound, and I remember
But
Ron.
he was getting butt hurt because of his
Yes.
connection to Voldemort.
Yes.
It
And
wasn't him just being dumb. That's right.
Dumbledore thought that by avoiding Harry he wouldn't he was helping him not get triggered by Voldemort's Horcruxy
Rage.
rageness.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
That's
so this is
right.
actually lore accurate Harry before he wises up in the next two books.
It's just a weird time to choose.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, I have to say, for a utilization of the prompt, I would give this a pretty high score because I did not preface how they would meet up, and to
Yeah.
have Harry bust through a mirror or a veil or whatever to then
I mean, that
tr
was pretty clever to actually be like, oh,
yeah,
because the veil itself is like a portal. Like if you go through it properly, you can survive. Like that's a
yeah.
pretty cool idea. Maybe it's online. Maybe that's where ChatGPT got it from, but who cares
Oh,
at this
like it
point?
could have pulled it from some other fanfic.
Yeah, because it steals everything, ah, including my girlfriend. Brr.
Yeah, I know, right? But
Bruh.
so I would give it a but I okay, I would give it maybe a 7 or a 6 because I don't know. I think that there's some investment that would be required to like you'd have to know what HP more is for this to really work. Like I think
Yeah. I'd honestly even go as far as to give it a five. It's just pretty meh. Like it's fine, but like I said, it was like a little bit boring there for a little bit. You did a great job reading it, but
I
like
have
it was just like kind of dragged for a second.
well, I wonder if the 1,000 word version was better. Um because I did
Oh, you truncated it.
oh, I mean
Uh,
that's been my SOP.
yeah.
Um
You see, usually what I do is I tell it to make a 700 word story, and then have it shrink to 500.
oh,
That's
what I know that. Why did I
so that's why that's why it did so poorly was because it had to shrink too much.
Well, uh, well, I said write a 1,000 word story, and then I shrank it to 700 words.
Yeah,
No,
because we found that 500 is short and
that's
peppy.
that's
It
interesting.
Yeah, because we figured out that having it write a 700 word was the right length to have it write at. But then we tell it keep the same beats, maintain the same tone, don't change anything, just reduce it to 500.
That's
That's
interesting. Okay.
yeah. Ah, it's so weird. Like this is such a different time, isn't it? Like what it is like this is so surreal that it's like we're talking about a story here, and it's like we're discussing like the different ways you manipulate a bot to change the story. Like, what a time to be alive. That is crazy. Just even hearing myself is nuts. But yeah, we found that
Where?
when you have it write a 500 word story,
524.
when we have it write a 500, oh yeah, and Jeff's on his on at work, doing the Amazonian river work.
Yes,
Yes,
in the Amazon, South America.
in
Um,
Amazon,
I am
South America.
getting dengue fever as we speak.
It feels better than the lack of benefits that I receive in this job.
I got I got a mango and a coconut this year. That was it.
As you're floating down the Rio Grande. Um,
We are very
no, so
geographically confused as to where my place of employment is currently located.
you're like visiting like some Aztec ruins, right? Like,
Oh my gosh, where
Machu
I found
Picchu,
some
right?
crystal skulls from a very sketchy European uh
Listen, that movie was just a retelling of Men Who Stare at Goats. Prove me wrong.
no, I was talking about the White Files episode.
Oh, Oh yeah, that's been a while.
Such a good one.
That is a good one.
It was in
No, I
his
would.
Pyramids
y-
compilation.
Yes, yes, the pyramids. No, my rating. Okay, so 5 out of 10 stars just for. I'm leaning towards entertainment value on that rating. Bit of a snooze, but it did do a good job with what it had. So bizarrely, I still have to rate it pretty good for the prompt. Like like 5 out of 5. Fair to you, ChatGPT, that you did not misinterpret what that prompt was saying to you.
Yeah,
That was
I'd agree.
because wasn't it like the Sonic one? Like you,
That one
it like
was
what?
just,
It was hilarious, but it like totally got your prompt wrong. It was
yes,
so weird.
yes. It was, well, okay. I actually feel like I know more about that because I I've been having my kid watch Sonic and he likes it. Um uh and so I've gotten to kind of see Dr. Eggman doing Eggman things more. Uh
Mm.
and it's interesting because I didn't realize just how often in the plot he actually like fools with and lies to the different characters. Like at one point he tricks I don't know if he tricks Amy, but he tricks Knuckles and Tails into believing that uh he just wants to go home, uh team up with me to do a thing, and both times he totally like it's total hogwash, and he's um flips around and is like, I'm going to mess with you now, and I'm going to take these emeralds back. So anyway, I think that it's a better, it's actually pretty close to reality. It's like,
Mm.
I've turned over a new leaf, ha 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 ha, and then they show up and they're like very skeptical, and then, well, surprise, I
Oh
am
no no
trying to
no!
take over
I
the
was
world.
okay okay. Well, so I still was thinking it doesn't match the prompt because he had baristas in his house. Like the remember how ChatGPT confused corporate world
Oh yes,
with
yes, yes.
being a bro? Like it was like they described like him having like a conference table inside his penthouse. Like that was the sort of thing I was thinking of.
Oh
Like
yeah, yeah, yeah. Not necessarily the story continuity type stuff.
that's why I
Gotcha.
have to still rate this one. I don't want to say necessarily 5 out of 5 because potatoes are influenced by entertainment value. There
Yes,
isn't it's not totally. So I have to say 4 out of 5. But it did very good with the prompt that it received. It was
yes.
coherent. I was tracking. Oh, no, no, no. I'm sorry. I do have to say 4 out of 5 because without remembering that you shorten it, it not ending with a proper ending dips a potato for me too. So so 4 out of 5. But that was very funny. I mean, in a meta way.
Yes. Not in
Wowzers.
a not
Well,
in the Zuckerberg way.
so Jeff, what's the word count you ask it for?
500.
No,
I
Jeff.
mean, sorry, damn it,
Ah!
damn it. That's the second time. That's the second time. I asked it for 700 words, and then I shorten it to 500, maintaining the plot consistency and tone.
Yes, there you go.
Don't worry, David. This will happen
500.
again. This will happen again. We'll have
I'm just gonna be
another.
listening. I'm just listening to it, and I'm like, something's off here again. Oh, Jeff, you did it, didn't you?
Oh man.
Well, that is definitely accidentally made content. Thank you for listening. Leave us a review, even if you don't like it. Please leave a review because someone else might. Those CIA guys listening to us right
Yes,
now get bored. So
because they
leave
need
reviews. So
they need accidentally made content because so much of what they're looking at is like intentionally. created for
Yes.
them to consume. So
Yes, that's right. We're a break. We're a break in the mess, in the
yep,
nonsense.
sweet.
Well,
Well,
there
I
you
think
are.
I think that's it. You have a good one.
See you, dude.